What were they drinking when America started 250 years ago? Well, George Washington was a brewer, and it was probably a lot like this.
I love beer. I love pretzels and mustard. But am I going to love pretzel beer with mustard?
Well, we will find out. From Valley Forge National Historical Park with Mike Sealski, I'm Glen Macnow for a new episode of What's Brewing.
America began with a spark. And in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, a retreat reignited a revolution. On our country's momentous 250th anniversary, it's time to reconnect, to remember, and to reignite our own spark on a retreat unlike any other. In Valley Forge in Montgomery County, we honor our past. We celebrate the present and build the future together.
Hey, welcome to What's Brewing. I'm Glen Macnow. This is my pal Mike Sealski of the Philadelphia Inquirer and WIP. We are at Valley Forge National Historical Park today.
Pretty cool.
Dodging the raindrops, but still, it is a beautiful place. As America turns 250, this park is going to have its 50th birthday coming up. We're going to talk about that. By the way, What's Brewing brought to you by Valley Forge and Montgomery County. Make it Montco. Explore everything there is to do and see at valleyforge.org. All right, it's kind of summertime.
It's there. I feel like it's already. I know it's cloudy, but I'm counting it as summer.
And you got to choose the swap for today, which is kind of summer beers with some kind of fruit involved in it some way. So what did you bring for me?
So I brought a beer from one of my favorite breweries in the area, from Well Crafted, based out of Lansdale and Ambler. It is their Grapefruit Mama. It's a Kolsch. It's kind of everything I love in a summer beer, Glenn. I want refreshing. I want crisp. This has absolutely great carbonation as far as I'm concerned. I like a lot of carbonation in a summer beer. The grapefruit is just perfect. I'm not a huge IPA guy, so I like the fact that this is a
You get the
Kolsch.
grapefruit in the nose right away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan. Cheers. I'm a big fruit beer guy, I have to admit.
Well, and I like this because it is not overwhelming and it's not sweet.
Right.
If there is a downside to some of the fruit beers, it's like Hawaiian Punch, and that's not what I want. This has got a little bit of a tang. I
think you're 100% right. You get so many fruit beers that taste artificial. This does not.
All right, now I brought you one that, to be honest, I've never tried.
Oh, okay.
But Samuel Smith Brewery out of Tadcaster, England, is one of my favorite breweries. Their Nut Brown Ale, which you say you've never had.
I've never had anything by Samuel Smith.
Absolutely one of my favorite beers, and this is their apricot, let me get this here for handcrafted apricot, organic apricot fruit ale.
Ooh,
how about that? Yes. They say the smooth, distinctive flavor of the matured beer serves as a perfect counterpoint to the pure organic fruit juice. Here you go. I don't love it.
I don't love it either.
I don't love it.
No, it's a little too tangy. Like there's something.
You know what it tastes like to me?
A little too fermented.
And again,
maybe?
I love this brewery, but what it tastes like to me is they took some beer and they took some fruit juice and they threw it in together. And they say it all matured together, but
if we have to, we have to. But
not working for me. All right, a couple others that we have. This is Conshohocken Brewing Company, the Watermelon. I know you said you're a fan of this
one of my favorites. I have 4 of those waiting for me in my fridge.
There you go. And this, of course, one of the classics, Blue Moon. This is their mango wheat. Blue Moon makes some great wheat stuff. So there's been a big growth in this part of the market. A lot of it is novelty. People just kind of want something different. But the Gen Zs, the millennials, you're one of those in that
No,
group there somewhere.
I'm a Gen Xer.
Oh, you're Gen Xer.
Proud
Sorry.
Gen Xer.
Okay, well they're looking.
We're indifferent about everything.
They're looking for something a little unusual, and I guess they get that. One of the things with this is a lot of these beers kind of. They're one and done.
Yes.
They don't stick around, which is fine. Summer beers is not a new concept, but changing tastes and younger drinkers are looking for something different. This works. All right, so we asked our viewers to tell us what is your favorite summer spot to drink a beer. We got a lot of responses, a lot of people down the shore, a lot of people after mowing the lawn, by my backyard fire pit, after softball, whatever. We're gonna show a few with some photos. We'll go back and forth. This is JVAC Philly Beer. at a Reading Fightin' Phils weekday game, especially the morning breakfast game. I used to go to those.
Did you really?
Yeah, I saw Aaron Nola pitching 11
Oh
a.m.
my
game
gosh.
back in the day.
Oh, awesome. We've got at Jeepman17, rooting for a winning horse with one of my grandkids at Saratoga Racecourse. I've never been to Saratoga. I hear it is
beautiful,
out of this world.
Yeah.
If you're into horse racing, even if you're not, you should check it out. But yeah, rooting for a winning horse, I can go for a beer at that point.
Soccer Dad PA, drinking a Travis Manion Foundation beer after a run with my USMC daughter. Amen to that, brother.
Amen is right. And then finally, at Mike Montilione, if it can't be on a square in Spain or Italy, at my Pavilion Beer Garden in my backyard, always close by, but the owner is a bit much. So I like the self-deprecation. I also like the fact that he's got a Pavilion Beer Garden in his backyard.
All right, so you, Mike Sealski, summertime, where's the perfect place for a beer?
Two places. Number one, family house down in Sea Isle City. We've just come off the beach. Maybe I've just finished a run or something like that. And I've cleaned up. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is shining. I'm cracking one open and I'm feeling like I want to be nowhere else in the world.
Mine is similar to yours because it is summertime, after the beach, late afternoon. I don't know about the run, but maybe. But our place, we have on the adjacent to the back patio an outdoor shower. And so I turn on the shower, just standing there.
And you drink while you shower?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it's the greatest.
You're hardcore, my friend.
Oh, it's absolutely the greatest. My only advice is cans, not bottles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, coming up. A brewery down the shore makes a pretzel beer. That's nice. And they have you serve it with mustard and salt on the rim. We're going to see if that's any good.
Oh, boy.
From Valley Forge National Historic Park, Mike Sealski, Glen Macnow. What's brewing?
Hi everybody, I'm Tessa Robinson with Valley Forge Tourism, and we are proud supporters of What's Brewing. A world of adventures rich in American history awaits you in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, PA. As the nation prepares to celebrate America 250, there's no better time to experience the place where history was made. The region is home to must-see landmarks like Valley Forge National Historical Park, along with family-friendly attractions, premier shopping, golf, outdoor recreation, award-winning craft breweries, and so much more. Start planning your visit today at valleyforge.org.
Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing. I'm Glen Macnow with Mike Sealski at Valley Forge National Historical Park. Headed up to July 4th, and there's going to be a lot going on here. We'll talk about that coming up. By the way, don't forget to request your one-stop guide for everything to see and do in Montco with the official visitor's guide from top attractions to local dining and hidden gems. It's the perfect resource for planning your trip during this historic milestone year. Sign up at valleyforge.org to have your free copy delivered right to your door. All right, Mike, there is a brewery down in Wildwood called Anglesey Ale Works.
Okay.
You're a shore guy?
I am a shore guy. I'm a Sea Isle City guy. I have not been to this brewery.
Okay, well, they make a very fine hazy IPA, which I have had. They specialize in like some creative oddball flavors. They have the Wawa Butterscotch.
I would expect nothing less from a brewery in Wildwood.
Right. They have a Mexican lager called the Cobb, which has flaked corn in it. They have a hard birch beer, which is actually not bad either. And this one. This is a pretzel beer. Actually, it's a wheat ale called the Twist. Pretzel flavored beer. The flavor profile, malty, salty, bready. And at the brewery, they serve it in a glass rimmed with
mustard
pretzel
and
salt and mustard.
Okay.
And so I did that. Now you have to do the same.
All right, my turn. Here we go.
Yeah, I did it a little early, so it's kind of dripping down.
I'm going to put it right over the Eagles Super Bowl champions emblem.
Be careful with that mug. That's a very important mug to me, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I got the mustard.
There you go.
I got the salt.
Okay. And then we pour the beer.
All right. There it's sliding.
Yep. This is it. And then what you're supposed to do, according to the people at Anglesey Ale Works, is you drink the beer while enjoying the mustard and the salt. What do you think?
Not terrible.
Yeah, it's
not terrible. You know what makes it work, honestly, is the fact that salt's going to take bitterness out of beer anyway. So it's not like it's going to ruin the flavor, and the mustard's fine.
And I got to tell you, the beer's got some pretzel taste to it. The beer works. It's bready. It's I think it actually works.
You know, it's some work to do it because you got to
Well, they
spread the
do it
mustard.
there.
Okay, great.
They do it there.
Well, if that's the case,
you get
then
it
I'm
at the
in.
bar. Yeah,
I'm in.
Okay. We've been doing our Beer City countdown, and if you look at the screen, you will see we chose the 15 best beer cities in America at the start of the season. We have been counting down all the way. You see all of these great cities: Chicago, New York, Boston. Excuse me, I got mustard in my hand. Some smaller ones like Asheville and both Portlands, and now we're up to number 2.
Number 2, with a bullet.
The second best beer city in America, Seattle.
Doesn't surprise me.
Go ahead.
Because I've been to Seattle 2 or 3 times, love it every time I'm there. It is one of those cities in this country that feels fresh every time you go there. It's near water, it's just set up, it would seem to me, to produce great beer.
Well, and you hit it. Beer is mostly water, and it has some of the best water, naturally filtered Cascade water, whatever. And it is also close to 75% of the hops grown in America are grown in the Yakima Valley. And so you get the fresh hops and the fresh water, and it's great. They got a real walkable beer culture there. And this is one of their best. This is Elysian. I'm actually going to save this to open in the next segment for reasons that you will see. But this is Elysian Space Dust, a West Coast style IPA. It's got a deceptively high alcohol volume, so you got to be a little bit careful with that, but a lot of backbone, and it's good. And so, as you see, we counted down 15 to 2. There is one beer city that we haven't covered, and I'm not going to give anything away, but...
Well, you know what? The timing worked out because we're getting Seattle-like weather here in Valley Forge.
Yes, we are, yes. So next week we give you the best beer city in America, and it might be very close to home. Might be home. If people are going to Seattle, what do you like to do in Seattle?
There is a rock and roll museum, not the official Rock and Roll Hall of Fame museum, that's in Cleveland, but the one that Paul Allen opened in Seattle is awesome. I went there about 20 years ago. It's still around. If you're into guitars, I know you've been there, you've seen it.
Oh my God, that hall of guitars is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Definitely check that out. And of course, the Space Needle. You got to see the Space Needle.
The guitar that Hendrix played at Woodstock is there. You can like see it and hear it and so on. All right, coming up, we're going to talk to Mike about a great book that he is writing about Rocky, the history, the legacy, the city, and all that. And we will have our Beer 101 segment about bottle caps. From Valley Forge National Historical Park, Mike Sealski, Glen Macnow. This ain't a bad beer. What's brewing?
Glenn, man, you really are excited for everything coming to Philadelphia in 2026, huh?
Andrew, my boy, how could I not be? Greater Philadelphia is the place to celebrate 250 years of independence.
You know, Conshohocken Brewing has 4 great locations just a short drive from downtown Philly. Great for any gathering or event, historical or otherwise.
Well, I was just visiting nearby Valley Forge before hosting a corporate event right here at our amphitheater at our King of Prussia tap room. This place is impressive.
Agreed. Our King of Prussia tap room is a huge space perfect for any social or business gathering. Food for all, a full bar, and great views of our brewery.
Talk about history, we're celebrating 12 great years at our Conshohocken tap room.
In the heart of downtown Conchi and right on the SRT, our Conchi tap room is a great hang, post-ride or anytime.
And we're always hosting events, grabbing a bite and a beer riverside at our Puddler's Kitchen and Tap in Bridgeport.
Yeah, just over the bridge across from the Montgomery County seat of Norristown.
And in downtown Phoenixville, our rec room is historically a fun time.
2 floors for dining, great events, and live music too.
Local beer, great food, full bars, and space to host any size gathering or event. Join us and make some history at Conshohocken Brewing. Welcome back to What's Brewing. I'm Glen Macnow with my friend Mike Sealski of the Inquirer and WIP Radio. We're going to talk to Mike about a great project he's got going. We are at Valley Forge National Historical Park, where during the break we were talking about some of the history here and some of the things, and they have great stuff coming up here around July 4th. We're going to tell you about that as well. Make sure you check out the Montco Maker's Passport, a free mobile pass featuring the county's award-winning breweries, wineries, and distilleries. Montgomery County ranks 2nd in the state for the number of breweries, giving you plenty to explore and toast during this once-in-a-generation celebration. Visit valleyforge.org to get started. Okay, I gave you that. It's kind of a historical.
It is. It is from Victory Brewing Company, which everybody in Philly knows. It is their Philly First beer. Now, I've never tried this before, Glenn, but I'm just reading the label, and that is cool in and of itself. So as I pour this, this label points out that from Philadelphia had the first zoo
Yep.
in the country.
Yep.
The first computer.
ENIAC at Penn.
Yes. And so now Victory's...
The first Slinky.
First Slinky. Victory's Philly First is first in your refrigerator. It's a 4.8% ale.
It's a nice one. Had this earlier in the year on the show, and I like it, and I just think the can is so spot
It is.
on. I mean, you can enjoy the can.
I mean, look
as
what's
you
on
drink the
here.
beer, yeah.
The first mint, the first library, the first Slinky, the first ice cream soda, the first flower show, the first Whiz Wit, which obviously goes without saying.
Okay. Okay, so it is time for our Beer 101 segment. Professor Lew Bryson is not here, so I am filling in this week as an adjunct professor. And the lesson of the day, my friends, is... why does a bottle cap have exactly 21 ridges?
First of all, I didn't know it had exactly 21
I didn't either.
ridges.
Right, I was unaware of this, but it does, and there is a reason for it, and the reason is because it needs to be tightly sealed so that the carbon dioxide does not escape. It's also true with soda, which has 21 ridges, but it's even more so with beer because there's more carbon dioxide. Before these, they used stoppers, corks, or something like that. It did not work well because it didn't react well with carbonation. The corks would kind of fall apart. Enter William Painter. You see his photo here. He was an inventor. He was a researcher for Crown Cork Company in Baltimore. He's the hero of the story. He invented the bottle cap.
That's amazing.
Following months of experimentation. And the challenge was you need to keep the beer fresh and fizzy, but also easy to open. And the perfect number, again, 20, you want to count? 21 ridges.
Yeah, 21, amazing.
With fewer ridges, it leaks. With more ridges, it cracked when you tried to open it. So 21 proved to be the perfect number. You know what? I know you wanted to hear it. Let's hear it.
That is the greatest sound
It is a good sound.
in the world.
Yes.
It is the greatest sound in the world.
21 means the cap is strong enough to hold the carbonation, flexible enough to be easily opened.
Now this is the Seattle Elysian that you mentioned earlier.
Elysian, yes.
Elysian, excuse me.
This is it. 130 years of genius hidden in 21 ridges. Let us toast to William Painter, the great man. By the way, he patented 85 inventions, including a paper folding machine, a safety ejection seat for passengers on for people on passenger trains, a machine for detecting counterfeit money. He was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame.
Atta guy, Willie.
So we toast you. All right, I want to toast you because you've written a book that's coming out this fall.
I have, yeah, November 10th.
On Rocky, the 50th, speaking of 50 anniversaries, it's coming up. Tell us about the book because it's well-traveled territory, but you found some new angles and some new
Yeah, so the book is called Going the Distance, which anybody is familiar with Rocky knows. That's the title of the music excerpt that plays when Rocky and Apollo are fighting and Rocky gets knocked down in the 14th round and comes back up. So obviously this is an iconic movie. Yeah, an iconic movie in Philadelphia and the country writ large. I wanted to tell the story of how Sylvester Stallone and everybody involved in the movie made it. But more than that, I wanted to tie the movie to Philadelphia. What was going on in the city at that time culturally? It wasn't just Rocky. It was the sound of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It was the Broad Street Bullies winning the Stanley Cups. It was Julius Erving, Dr. J coming in 1976. It's Frank Rizzo as mayor, like the last big city mayor in America. There's so much going on in the town at that time, and Rocky was at the center of it all. And it's an amazing story. I had a ton of fun doing it. Sylvester Stallone did answer several of my emails,
Yeah,
so
that's
his voice is in there.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of cool stuff. There is, for instance, an interview with Bill Conti, an interview with Irwin Winkler.
Tell people who Bill Conti is.
Bill Conti wrote all the music. He wrote Gonna Fly Now.
Yeah, which is great music.
It is. There's actually
By the way, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Am I correct that it didn't qualify for the Oscars because they forgot to put it in or something?
Oh, no, it was nominated for 10 Oscars and won 3.
Okay, excuse me.
There was an unsolved murder a murder that remains unsolved to this day, still connected to Rocky.
Really?
Yes. There's Chuck Wepner, who is the boxer, the Bayonne Bleeder, who Stallone loosely based Rocky on. There's tons of fun stuff in there. It's a great story.
And it's going to be a great book. And it is an amazing movie. And how long did it take them to film the movie?
Oh, gosh. It took them 28 days.
Right.
And people think...
That's overnight.
It's overnight. They filmed in Philly for 5 days. It was like a guerrilla crew bouncing from, because they had no union contracts. They're dodging the cops, they're dodging the unions, they're filming and they're moving on to the next place.
Okay, and the great scene is him running, right? Which, if anybody from Philadelphia knows, he ran like a marathon.
Yeah, it's crazy how much he ran, especially in Rocky II. But what's funny about the two scenes at the art museum, him failing to get up to the top when he's just starting training and then triumphantly getting to the top, were filmed back to back on the same morning.
Yeah, brilliant. Great
Yep.
stuff. I really look forward to it. The name of the book is?
Going the Distance.
And how do we order it?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, anywhere you get books. It's going to be everywhere. I'm going to be talking about it incessantly. You're all going to get sick of it. I don't care.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Mike Sealski, great writer. Trust me on that. When we get back, we're going to talk to the great people from Valley Forge National Historical Park about some of the things that are going on this summer. Mike Sealski, Glen Macnow, What's Brewing? Welcome back to What's Brewing from Valley Forge National Historical Park with Mike Sealski. I'm Glen Macnow. We're joined by our friend Tessa Robinson from Valley Forge Tourism. And this is Park Guide Steve Walter, a history buff and self-proclaimed beer nerd. Now here's the interesting part. Steve is in uniform, which means he can't drink. But Mike and I can. And so we are drinking, this is the Yard's Washington's Porter, which is from Washington's recipe, as much as we understand. Steve, you and I were talking earlier about kind of what they were drinking here under George Washington. So give us a little bit of that background.
So up to and through the Philadelphia campaign, which takes place right before the encampment of Valley Forge, each soldier was given a quart of beer every day. And it would have been, usually it would have been a spruce beer, which is literally made from the needles of a spruce tree. Unfortunately, even before the Revolution, we were not able to produce enough beer in this country to supply the needs of the population. We were importing huge amounts of beer from England. War breaks out. Obviously, they're not selling us beer anymore. So during the Philadelphia campaign, General Washington, his supply officers have a hard time supplying enough beer for these soldiers. He ends up actually having to switch in November, right before this encampment, to a Jill, which is about a quarter cup of whiskey or rum.
Now they had to drink this, right, Steve? Because the water wasn't drinkable, right?
Yeah, so they wouldn't have been drinking this to get drunk. Spruce beer would have been about 2% alcohol. It's going to take a lot of that to really show any great effect. And even when they get rum and whiskey, they're pouring it into their water in their canteen. So generally, it's not a celebration. They're not, tossing back shots in the evening. They don't know why, but it's purifying their water, and it's making, even say river water safe to drink.
We're talking about the Schuylkill back in the day?
Quite possibly, yes. Even back then, you didn't want to drink out of a river.
Yeah, so what would the beer have tasted like? You said spruce.
Spruce beer, yeah. So I liken it to a Christmas tree. You go up into Quebec nowadays, you can get a non-alcoholic spruce beer. It's like a soda, and yeah, it tastes like a Christmas tree.
Actually, Yards made one a few years ago, and I liked it.
Really?
Yeah, it was
you guys drink
good.
a lot of Christmas trees? You know what it tastes like?
Different kinds, different flavors. They drank beer, and then they drank whiskey, and George Washington knew what he was doing with this stuff.
Yeah, he seemed to really enjoy beer. I mean, if you look at the things he was spending money on throughout the war, after the war, he was buying a lot of beer. And that's in addition to whatever he was brewing, which is probably going to be in huge quantities.
Here's to the father of
Yeah, I was going to say, that makes him a top 5 American no matter what else he did.
Absolutely. All right, Tessa, let's talk. We're approaching July 4th.
Yes, we are.
So much is coming up. Give us an idea of some of the events that we should look forward to.
Yeah, so 4th of July is going to be a huge weekend here in Montgomery County, and especially for Valley Forge National Historical Park. They're going to be celebrating their 50th birthday. So it'll be a whole weekend of programming and educational experiences and celebration at the park here. Also, of course, we're celebrating America 250 that weekend as well. And we have a Houses of Declaration initiative going on across Montgomery County. There's over 20 venues participating, and that's going to be live readings of the Declaration of Independence.
Ooh.
So the same
Who gets to do that?
Every county is different, or every area is different. So every town has their own spokesperson that's going to be reading. They're going to be wearing the tricorn hat, have the scroll and everything. And that was
I've done a lot of commercial voiceovers.
I'm going to say, do you want to do one?
I've done a lot of, I've got a history of broadcasting. I'm available.
There you go. We'll have to make it happen. Yeah. That's inspired by the way that people would have heard the Declaration of Independence back in the day, which is pretty cool. So it'll be kind of like
somebody would literally stand there and shout it up. And,
yes, exactly. No internet back then, So
how cool is that?
Yeah, pretty cool.
You couldn't just slip the declaration in like a direct message to somebody on Instagram?
No. Yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
All right, how about right here in the park? What are we going to have right here in the park?
So it's going to be a three-day extravaganza here at Valley Forge. Again, we're going to be celebrating mostly our 50th birthday as a national park. We're going to let our good friends at Independence National Historical Park get the main spotlight for the 250th. So this is going to be a celebration of the state of Pennsylvania giving this land to the people of the United States. It's going to be a celebration of our visitors, all of you. It's going to be a celebration of this place that is special to all of us. July 3rd and 5th, we're going to have reenactors and musket demonstrations.
Musket firings.
Yes, musket firings are always fun. But it's also educational. You know, there's things that we can all learn. We're going to have new exhibits in the visitor center. One of them I'm really excited about. We're calling it My Valley Forge Story, and it is highlighting what this park means to our visitors. We're going to be highlighting some of those stories and just how important this place is to the people of the United States.
So, Steve, I have a question. They have so much beautiful ground here. I would assume people picnic here from time to time?
Yes.
Are they allowed to partake?
Officially, no.
Okay.
Luckily,
Forget it, I'm celebrating 250 somewhere else.
Luckily, we are operating right now on a
I
special
got air
permit.
quotes around that officially,
Yes,
so that's fine.
yes,
Hey,
definitely.
Tessa, if people want to find out more, how can they find out more?
Yeah, you can go to valleyforge.org or the park's website to see some of our events, everything that's happening this summer, as well as that 4th of July weekend. We have more than enough information on our website.
And you got a lot going on, and it's a great summer, and it's great to celebrate America's history and enjoy it with a beer. Maybe not supposed to do it here, but we didn't get in trouble.
No, we sure didn't.
Right? We had a great time. Mike, it's always great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Glenn. This was
Good luck
great.
with the book. The name of the
Thanks.
book is?
Going the Distance.
And you can find it at any bookstore near you. Guys, thank you so much for having us.
you.
It's been a great time. We'll see you next week for a new episode of What's Brewing.